This week's set review is none other than Harry Potter. And it is the Hungarian Horntail Triwizard Challenge. Try to say that 10 times. Set number 75946. And this was, I'm probably the last person on earth that should be reviewing Harry Potter or even Lego Harry Potter. However, here I am, and I'm going to do it because this is a set that I had a lot of fun building, and some of the things that I really kind of caught my eye. Originally, this set was for my kids, but they are now no longer into Harry Potter, so it's all mine. And I tell you, all mine. And I'm going to take it off their hands. Probably going to use the Hungarian Horntail Dragon here for some of my castle themes because it's a pretty cool. It's very much an exclusive Harry Potter, inspired dragon, but it kind of feels pretty cool and something that would be a lot of fun. And pause. So I plan to use that again in Castle, and we'll get to kind of this guy a little bit soon here. The characters, again, I am some of the worst Harry Potter, so I'll just I'm probably going to butcher this. Going left to right, it's Cedric Diggory, Victor right here. They're pretty cool characters. Victor Crumb, Fleur de Clore, whatever, Fleur, Clore, I don't know, who the heck knows. This chick right here, boom. And then Harry Potter himself, and he has a pretty cool broomstick. That's pretty neat. I like that extra extension. It's got kind of the ride-along extension right there. Here's Cedric. I don't think, they're all alternative faces. There we go, boom. And that's the back print. He's got Diggory on the back, if I can get that to, let's see, come on. Well, we won't get that to, there we go. And here he is in the front. It's a pretty cool print, I say myself. And then here's Victor, right there. That's the back print. Just like that. And then he also, very stern face. Oh, almost kind of looks like a clone face almost. So I don't know, I should really use Harry Potter figures for Star Wars or Castle. I don't know, does anybody do that? Especially Castle, I feel like it would play. There we go. There's Fleur. And then I kind of showcase Harry Potter. Harry Potter does have the alternate face right there. Boom. But, I mean, I know previously when reviews originally came out, because this set was originally from middle of 2019, somewhere in that ballpark. It ended its run just over a year, so in like late 2020, and I think I snagged it on a slight deal. I don't think too crazy, but again, my kids were into Harry Potter. This had a good amount of figures here, so for $30 there's 4 figures. It's a little short on the pieces. I would say this building is kind of plain. Like, if you really look at this, looking at this is like straight up block. And maybe that was the intention. There's a little bit of detail there. Blocky. I love the really random inclusion right here. And then the slight rock work right there. Now, I will say when you open it up, it is pretty nice. And even from this, that's kind of a cool looking entrance, I will say. This part's pretty neat. Really good to get some top shaping right there. And then as you open it up, surprisingly a nice amount of detail with those goblets. There's kind of a table here. That's pretty cool look for a dresser. Pretty neat. I like getting this little potion thing right here, and then that's kind of a nice standard Harry Potter world type bed. So I mean that doesn't look half bad. So, and I always love getting these, and I love getting tan brick, as everybody who's been watching the channel knows. So for me, this is kind of a winner just based on the parts that I'm getting. I also love, this is something I didn't showcase off. Look at the kind of the design on the entrance, giving that extra depth. I think that could be something that people could utilize in terms of like tunneling and things like that. That's pretty neat as well. So I think it's deceiving. It's not bad. And then when you get into you get this little campfire with that golden dragon egg right here. There's some nice rock work and flames shooting out of the campfire right here. And then if we detach the horntail lizard, here's kind of he's really a pretty neat, look at that face. I will say this kind of gets a little bit annoying because the beak can interfere with the flames, so you can just kind of take that out. Just like that. And then it doesn't close because there's that inside that's kind of a gun piece holding it. So he's got kind of a perma grin going on, or a perma open mouth. These wings were really impressive, like little detailing. Overall, here's the look. Here's kind of the interesting back work. Overall from a distance, whoa, this looks pretty menacing. Then there's there's a section in there where they give kind of a really flat belly. I don't know if there's like source material on that. The legs are pretty good. You can fully kind of move these side to side, and then the tail, the claws and tail are pretty menacing too. So those fully move and open up. It's really great getting these like tan claw pieces. And then the tail. Oh, there's a sticker here on the back. And then this tail is fully moves. So that's pretty nice. This part falls off a little bit. So I will say some of the pieces do kind of pop off on this guy. So I've had some of the horns pop off. Like these things, when you bump them right here, they kind of pop off. But, really from a display and play perspective, again, I don't really care so much about the floor needs to get back up. I don't necessarily care to display. I'm not really into the Harry Potter world. But ultimately, this seems like, I'm sure kids had a great time with it. And I feel like getting this in kind of a play scale model to kind of have fun with, I'm sure the kids would have had a really good time with it. And, again, there's some really good, unique, I think they still might be unique to the set. If you look at their value, they've been kind of creeping up a little bit, and it's probably, since there's not a ton of unique parts other than the Horntail, the Hungarian Horntail Dragon, that's, I'd say this guy and these are probably the main feature and the value. It's creeping up a little bit, but from an investor standpoint, it's probably missing just a little bit from the original value. So I think they're going to have a hard time getting, more than like $45-50 for this. I think that's going to start getting pretty expensive for a set that only has sub 300 pieces, and frankly, the only really expensive parts are probably going to be the face and the wings, and then the figures, of course. So outside of that, there's not really a lot of like really huge. Most of it's kind of, mass-produced type pieces. Although I would say these flat pieces are could be valuable as well. But I don't know. Overall, but I'm happy about it. I like it. I'm glad I built it. I will be breaking this down except for this guy, like I mentioned. So that is it for this this overview, review, whatever you want to call it. And you can't say that I don't build Harry Potter. So with that, thank you so much for all of those that were wizarding, worlding, going through, making it this far on the video. I appreciate you, and we'll catch you on the next review. Bye for now.